Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Here is the box. You can tell only with this box that is something special inside. And I hope that everyone will enjoy this episode. Pause the video if you need. Again, you can pause here the video if you want. Here we can see what this box have inside. They are the sneakers. And this thing is a school bag. Here we can see both, and as always we're gonna start with the left one because we want to see if the quality is consistent and everything is fine in both of them. As you can tell, the sneakers have a very clean look. They are inspired by soccer or European football. Adidas having a line called Predator Edge with sneakers dedicated for football. That line, we can see it here being the inspiration. These sneakers are very good looking, and one good thing is that on this midsole I found it that is as soft as it was before 2020. I mean, I really like this midsole, and I personally think these are good value for money. For me, they are no-brainer. The best Ultra Boost seen in 3 years or more. I simply love it. This for me is very safe buy. We can see here the thickness of this sole. I wish it was thicker. I have to say the truth. I wish it was a bit thicker, but it's not bad, you know. I like it very much. Also, I wish I wouldn't see this exposed foam on the midsole, but again, this is Ultra Boost. They've done it this way since first day, so that will not happen very soon, I guess. We can see here this torsion system, how deep is inside of that midsole. Although I don't have the official numbers on this midsole, I would guess now that they have like around 22 on the heel and 12 millimeters in forefoot. So more or less the same like most of the Ultra Boost we've seen so far. About the materials, well, those Adidas stripes, they are made with something synthetic, very soft, as like satin feeling, and where it looks like leather is actually authentic leather, and some kind of mesh on the rest of the upper. On the tongue with prime knit. The collar found it around the ankle is prime knit. I found this leather being very good quality without any problems, good thickness, and overall nothing to complain. Very well made this upper on these sneakers, and also the midsole, I love it. If one day it will be 2.0 version of these sneakers, I wish they were having a bigger stack, 40 on the heel and 35 on the forefoot. I think that will be best size for a good midsole if you want to have plenty of cushioning. We can see here the internal label. They are made in Indonesia. We can see here the insole is different in comparison with the ones from Ultraboost 22, for example. More thicker foam and a bit different kind of foam. This one is a bit more dense, I guess. The drawing is not needed to explain what represents. Obviously they are the sneakers founded on football or soccer, call it the way you want, European football. What I don't like too much is this heel, it's a bit too tall. I found it that every time I'm wearing them, they are pushing my socks inside of the shoe. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to consider. Here we can have a better look of this interior and the footbed that they have, and I like it very much, this one. They can still improve it, but still it's a bit better than the one you can find right now in Ultraboost 22. That one is like stone. This one is not that bad. Here we can see this prime knit around the ankle. It's not very thick, I think it has 1.5 millimeters or 2 at most. Under the logo we can see that they added some extra material because they don't have any kind of padding, so they didn't want to create discomfort on your instep. On these sneakers I didn't find any reflective materials, although I did expose them to the flash of my smartphone. And here we have the second sneaker of this pair, the right foot. The pair that I received it had very good build quality. I hope all of them they are the same. I cannot promise you that, but this one is flawless. I love it. Again, here on the back of the heel we can find this material, very soft. It's like foam, it's like rubber, not really sure. I'm confused with that material, but it's nice to the touch. Here I'm pointing out with my finger the thickness of this leather, and I think it's the ideal one for a pair of sneakers. Here we can see the Adidas stripes that I told you they were made with some synthetic material, but nice to the touch, like I said. I also like it that they have attention to the detail. They came with these cartons inside, and this will protect the leather to keep the shape that it has. Again, we can see they are very well made. No problems with the stitching, no problem with the gluing, so I'm cool with that. We can see here the sole, everything is fine. And finally we can have a look of these attached labels. They are the typical ones from the Ultraboost. Here we can identify the kind of materials that they have, and here if you need you can pause the video to check it. We can also see that the shape of this insole has changed. In Ultraboost 22, for example, you can see the drop in the midsole in comparison with the forefoot and heel, where here this drop is not present. We can have here a better look of this interior. And finally we can see here the interior. Inside we can see that the heel is very well padded. We can see here the size of these laces and closer shots with this upper. I've seen that the quality on them is consistent, they have good elasticity, and also we can see the tips, they have this Predator logo. In these close shots, I'm trying to show you the quality overall of this leather material, the thickness also in comparison with my thumb. I noticed that in some places this leather it has in between 1.5, 2 and something millimeters thick, and that is great. I like it. And also we can see here the elasticity of this prime knit material on the instep. Here we can see the sizes of this sole. I think is the ideal size. I didn't find it too narrow, so good size for me. Here we can see the weight test on them. I like the weight on them. I think it's very good and nothing to complain here. For me, they are true to size, this 41 1/3 or 18 US, and maybe only the width, it should have been around 1 centimeter. On the length, we have like almost 1 inch difference, so it's okay this way. Here we have some unfishers and we can see the kind of instep that I have and the arch, and they fit well for my kind of fit. I noticed that the comfort and the cushioning, they are amazing on these sneakers. I wish that Ultraboost 22 had been much more like these ones and less that they are. on-fit shots from a lower angle. We can see here better the silhouette on them, and we can also see the kind of cushioning that they can give with this midsole, this retro midsole, because this is the authentic Ultraboost midsole that I remember from a few years back. So finally came the time for pros and cons. For pros, like always, I love the quality of this leather. The midsole is amazing on this Ultraboost. I love the build, very well made. For me, it's a total win from Adidas with this pair. For cons, well, 180 euros. I don't know how much they are in United States because I didn't find them. So is the price a bit expensive? And I didn't like it too much, that heel, because it's a bit taller and it grabs my socks and pushing them inside of the sneakers. So my final thoughts on them, I think they are very good value for money. If you want a pair of Adidas Ultraboost for city life, for lifestyle, this is the best we can find right now. From the last 3 years of Ultraboost, these are the best I've seen so far. I will stop here because I don't want to hype them unnecessarily. If you can find them, buy them, try them yourself, and I think you'll like them. You can find these sneakers in 2 colors. One is pink and the other one is this white. For Adidas, I hope that in the future we will see more models like this one. I wish that the stack on the midsole would have been bigger, around 40 on the heel and 35 in forefoot at least. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to see your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next video. Take care of you.